Hi, my name is Jim Wagner, and I'm the exhibit specialist here at the Kennedy Library. And Lucy is my pretty cat at home. This letter to Fala came from Siri Noir Butler, who thanks Fala for making her the president of the Austin, Texas branch of Barkers for Britain. Siri included her photo and made sure to mention that she was single. She belonged to Thomas Butler, president of Butler Brick Works. Correspondence addressed directly to presidential pets, written in the guise of another animal, was a phenomenon that first took hold during Fala's time as first dog. Two of Fala's earliest fan letters were signed by Noodle Van Loon and Rip Patterson, both dogs. Letters to Fala became a way for people to address FDR informally through their pets. The letter in the previous section of the exhibit, written to Pashinka Kennedy by the Malamutes at Kobuk, shows how this practice continued into later presidencies. In contrast to Siri's letter calling for wartime unity by burying, quote, bones of contention, end quote, the Malamute letter calls for the preservation of an unjust status quo by rejecting desegregation. Eleanor Roosevelt was responsible for making sure Fala's correspondence continued to be saved for posterity at Franklin Roosevelt's Presidential Library. Letters to Fala passed to the First Lady's secretary, but only after longtime White House mail clerk Ira Smith rebelled.
There were stories about Fala in the newspapers, and soon letters began coming in for the dog. They were, I believe, the most sickening letters that ever got into the White House mail. Some woman with a dog would sit down and compose the damnedest pap, as if her little doggie were writing to the president's little doggie, and it was enough to make you ill. When the Fala letters began arriving in large numbers, most of them signed with the dog's footprint, I rebelled. "I'll take plenty," I said, "but I refuse to be a dog secretary."